already the valid offlaners.
Yes, yes, you are definitely right there. Of course, guys, catch every battle, stream like cray, and get unlimited data for all apps with Giller Unlimited GX30 only with U Mobile. We are coming into game number 2, and Team Geo seems to be unfazed.
Yeah.
But look at this, man. This is the ritual. That is the KLVJ ritual right
meditation.
there. The Zen Mastery. The Zen Mastery coming out from the skid.
And he's
Look at this.
No, I'm gonna go back.
I'm gonna go back. I'm going back to the
Zen
Mastery. The Zen Mastery coming out from the skid.
This is my zone. I'm in the
zone.
zone.
I'm in the zone.
Let me get my
zone.
zone.
I'm in the zone. I'm going back to
the
Zen Mastery. I'm in the highlights.
See you in the highlights, brother.
See you in the highlights, brother. And look at this.
Oh,
more Reflection memes right there.
Contact master.
The eye contact and the thumbs up king.
Of course. You like this.
With a smile. Look at those braces.
Oh,
that is a classic.
The classic.
The classic Filipina girl pose from Raplesha. He's wiping out his hands, man.
Oh my goodness. And JP, of course.
Yes, JP's just relaxed.
JP's just tired of everything that his teammates are doing.
Yeah, man.
I mean,
hey guys,
been farming. He's been farming. I've been carrying you a lot.
I'm carrying you guys. We're in the tournament, you know.
Buy me something, man.
Buy me something, man. Buy me coffee.
Give me food later.
Coach Leather Goods, can you buy me coffee?
You know what, Coach Leather Goods, give me 90% of the cash.
Yes.
I've been carrying
the SunSparks team ever since MPL 1.
Oh my goodness.
But alright, kidding aside, ladies and gentlemen, SunSparks will now go to the blue side, Geo in the red side. It's time for game number 2.
It's time for game number 2. SunSparks, I think they still will prioritize getting their Kufra this time. And they might, they banned out, if I'm not mistaken, Tams. No, they didn't. I mean, Masha.
The Masha.
Oh, it was Geo Esports that banned out the Masha. They banned out, I can't remember actually. Hylos. They banned out Hylos. Yeah. This time, Esmeralda is their choice. I think they want to get their Harith.
They do want that Harith, but I feel that Geo Esports needs to respect ban the supports coming in from SunSparks. They did ban out the Xborg, and I do suggest that they should consider banning the Kufra.
Yeah.
Because SunSparks, man, that is just clearly a threat from them.
Yeah.
So SunSparks taking their time right now. Oh, they banned their own Kufra.
They banned their own Kufra. This is interesting. This really tells me that they want to secure the first Harith.
This is clearly the Harith.
Oh yeah. Oh, they're singing.
They're singing.
Oh, yeah.
Renjo is having fun.
There you go. Geo Esports know it perfectly well.
Picking.
Having the Esmeralda and Kufra out of contention means the Harith is a free hero.
Yeah.
But then again, Hylos is available. Grok is available.
Yeah.
SunSparks surely will want to have that.
Team Geo said, hey, we've seen the VODs, man. We've seen the VODs. Don't go for that, Harith. Alright, but Hylos is open, like what you've said. Yeah. Like this, of course. And high loss should be high win right now.
Oh yeah.
Because since day one has been winning and owning all of the teams, popping that immediate disengage, going for the glorious pathway, layering it up with the revitalize.
Oh yeah. And of course, Coach Leather
Goods. The big guy. All's good
with Leather Goods.
All's good with Leather Goods. Shout out to him. There you go. That is the support for the side of Team SunSparks. So Team Geo Esports, they need to answer with a burst damage or probably mobility here, of course, with the Masha and the Grok.
Thams is a natural answer from SunSparks. Now they're considering, will they get the Kimi? Or will they get something like a Chango? Instead, they will go for the Kaja this time.
No.
Don't want to give it away to Geo Esports.
Okay.
Geo Esports will now have to decide. Is it the Kimi? Is it the Chango this time?
Yeah.
Geo Esports definitely want to use one of those meta heroes right now.
But
I think the revealing the Kimi early
is not good.
Not that good.
It's not that good. I don't like the Kimi as well in the lineup of Geo because you have 3 heroes from SunSparks. Sorry, 2 heroes from SunSparks is of course an immediate answer to that Kimi pick. Of course, you have the dive from the Kaja and the Glorious Pathway engage from this Hylos. But they will answer for with Alilia, hoping to get that outplay from the Black Shoes.
Wow. This is interesting because Geo Esports are gonna put up the tempo. They're setting up for this mashup. So what they do is have these killer playmakers like the Grok and this Lilia. They will pair it up with a very good offlaner, maybe a Leo Mord to go with it.
Your team
so that they
is
can,
banned.
or maybe actually a safe lane Hellcurt will not sound bad.
That sounds
Or,
bad, yes.
You know, the Kim is also a fast tempo
Fast
marksman,
tempo,
that's why they will ban it out.
Your team is picking.
The Claude is open here.
Gonna go Chango.
Yeah,
for
Chango.
sure.
Okay, so they will not
Your
go for the
team
Claude now.
is picking.
Sunsparks, what is their answer? They don't necessarily can take the Baxia or the Lolita. That's why the Chango is a natural pick for Geo Esports. But of course, Sunsparks, they're one of, we mentioned this before. They're one of those who really prioritize getting the Gushon.
Yeah, a very risky,
Gushon Ranger.
risky.
It's the boy man.
Yeah, it's the point man right here for the side of Sunsparks. A good answer to the Chango as it can dive her in. Quite a assassin right there, and JP with of course a Granger. So it's a standard lineup for Team Sunsparks.
Lolita.
Meanwhile, that is the Lolita counter pick for the Granger right there. Team Geo.
Yeah,
Quite a good lineup.
Quite a good lineup indeed. I think I've seen this sort of lineup really be successful in many tournaments before. And I think in the Philippines, this is also a famous strategy where you get this Chang'o with the Masha and two defenders, two big tanks that can protect you so that you can siege. The idea here is to siege against your opponents. What do I mean by siege? You just stay in lane and constantly pummel your opponents with damage from long distance, protect your cores, and maybe take the turrets while that is happening.
While that is happening, of course, the Masha will do that.
But the Masha is going to be there
Plus,
as well.
the Glorious Pathway is your target for sure.
Yeah.
In landing those parallel lines.
Yeah,
It's your for sure guidelines to land all of those meteor showers.
Yeah, it's
if
like
you're the Chango.
It's like your bowling alley,
yeah,
right?
it's like your bowling alley.
And then you lay it down. You lay down the carpet.
But,
and of course,
And
the
just
Chango meteor shower is there.
Put all of those stars.
Yeah.
Put all of those stars. But I do feel that this is very risky for Geo Esports because they do have the Lilia. The Lilia depends on buffs. So if ever Sunsparks, if they manage to like repel the Lilia from getting those buffs, this will definitely be a snowball game for the Gushon.
You're gonna snowball.
Same goes to Team Geo as the Gushon relies on buffs.
Exactly. Now we're gonna hop into the game, but to kind of will control the map this time, control the tempo. They are the ones who are required to set the pace. Sunsparks, they can sit back and relax, just take whatever they can, and have this Granger be that heavy marksman in the mid and late game.
You're definitely right. JP will be using the Gushon right here. He does want blood. He clearly wants blood because of this Mystic Shop. But look at this, the threat from those magical spears, and that is the Deadly Gloom. First blood for Geo Esports.
And like you said, the tempo, the early game tempo for Geo Esports is actually pretty scary this time. Sunsparks, how can they defend? It's gonna be KelVJ up top with the Thams, Reflection with the Hylos, JP with the Gushon, Fuzaken with this Kaja, Renjo on now. Actually, interestingly, Renjo will be the one to play this Granger.
The Granger, that is your U-Mobile replay right there. JP clearly underestimating the early game threat from this Lilia, which is now used by June. Was is using the Grok. Libra is using the Masha. Homies as this Chango, and Aura as the Lolita.
Oh, now Manjin, it's gonna be really scary for for Sunsparks.
Right.
Because it's not the easiest to run up against Geo Esports.
Yeah. Alright, of course guys, that is the redemption code right there in your screens right now.
You just head on to mobilelegends.com/en/code exchange. Put in the redemption code with your ID, and you will get the chance, of course,
to win something,
something
to win
from-
some bonus. But okay, back to the game. Both of the teams having the same plan. Just removing the first tier 1. This is clearly there's a transition to the mid game. But unfortunately for Sunsparks, the turtle did land in the top lane. So Geo Esports having the advantage right now. They do have the buffs right here.
What a
Two-man
wild
up
charge.
coming in from the wild charge. That is of course a Death Sonata shield.
Oh, what a sidestep with the Numinum Blast. Now Reflesha is in trouble. There is going to be the ring coming out of the Hylos, but it will not be enough to save him. It's going to be the meteor shower to fend up the members of Sunsparks, and they are going to be able to run away.
And this is Geo Esports.
Nice steal as well.
Yeah, Geo Esports doing what we've said earlier, the map control and the map rotation. Unfortunately for Sunsparks, they met up in the bush unexpectedly. Met up in the bushes with Team Geo, and of course the extra proc of damage for June gave them the opportunity to get that fight, and nice usage of the Bulwark Shield coming in from Aura to neglect extra damage coming in from the Death Sonata.
Geo Esports, they have very, very, very strong early game potential in terms of team fights. And I don't think that Sunsparks can fight against them head-on 5v5 unless, of course, Sunsparks are able to like manage to dissect the members of Geo Esports.
Yes.
But in terms of a head-on collision, I would give my money to Geo Esports.
Okay.
In terms of winning it, as was actually commits the wild charge.
Yeah, he committed a wild charge. That was clearly a mistake. He does want to get the
Opens
Kaja.
again.
But this is clearly a bait, an ambush for the side of Geo Esports. That is a
Oh
glorious
my
pathway
goodness.
right there. But what? Gushin, I'm so sorry, Sunsparks with an outplay.
Yeah, definitely an outplay. They used the glorious pathway to fend off the other members of Geo Esports, separating Aura from the rest of the team, and Fuzaken with the timely usage of the Divine Judgment. Nice block into the wild charge. Flesha goes down with the meteor shower in there, but of course, the retaliation. JP gets the one with the help of the Kaja. This time the Rhapsody, it's gonna connect. The Lilia goes down. No black shoes for ya.
The black shoes was not enough to save the life of Mr. June, as Sunsparks will now go to the turtle. Let's look at the replay. This is clearly the power of the Django, but again, as we've said, in terms of damage output, you layer up the Rondo and you combo it with the Shadow Blade Slaughter. Quite a huge damage output there for Team Sunsparks, and that will give them a huge oomph in their income.
You know what? This is what makes JP one of the scariest Gushans out there. He's very calculated in terms of his movement. He knows exactly
hero,
when he needs to dive and when he will not be able to get the kill. This is going to be the conceal, the flicker, the Divine Judgment. The combo will not be enough to take them down. The Numinum Blast connects on the two. Meteor Shower against the Gushan. Gushan goes down. The Glacier, however, blocked by the Bulwark. What a play from Geo Esports.
Blocked by Aura.
Sunsparks. My goodness.
Blocked by Aura right there. Sunsparks miscalculated. And that is clearly a win for Team Geo Esports. Quite a nice move right there from JP and Fuzaken.
Oh man.
But again, you are dealing with a Lilia and of course a Lolita.
The Lolita defense,
So you need to probably bait first the block, the Bulwark Shield. If you are Renjo.
That is one thing you can say for sure. But Renjo, it's not about Renjo not calculating against Geo Esports. It's more about this Aura playing so well.
So well.
In terms of guarding his teammates. It's going to be a 1v1 Tel VJ against Libra. A little bit of disarm in there, but of course the Masha has been fended off. In the middle, there's a little bit of siege. They stun up the Kaja this time as they take out the turret as well.
There you go.
Looking for an opening this time. The Glorious Pathway from behind.
Yes, you're definitely right. Who will take the turtle? Was is here. The only one left. That is a Meteor Shower from the side. Fuzaken will put a but a Numinum Blast onto two. Clutch stun right there from the Lolita, Mr. Aura. The Rhapsody is indeed real, but again, raise your shield, Aura. It is the main weapon for Geo Esports to get 3 kills against Sunsparks.
Sunsparks did not respect Geo Esports at all. We were mentioning about this. They cannot fight head-on, even when there is a very good glorious pathway and they are overly committed to the fight. Rencho with his positioning, is actually
Look
pretty
at
good.
this.
Unfortunately, there was just not enough. The damage output coming out from this Chango, who is actually playing so well in terms of positioning, was more than enough. Look at this. Homis not even touched by Sunsparks.
You're definitely right. Sunsparks disrespecting the immortality from Mr. Aura. And man, what's interesting here, like, if Sunsparks initiates with a Divine Judgment, Geo Esports is immediately there in their faces.
Turtle
Exactly.
resurrecting soon.
Now, again, there's going to be the Death Sonata committed as they take out the turret up top. There is going to be the stun,
There you
the
go.
Hylas in the middle.
There you
Of
go.
course, the Dominant Blast is going to be cast the Glorious Pathway from behind. They only connect onto one meter shower.
There you
It's
go.
not going to be enough. Look at this Reflesh
They want
attacking
the
so
Hylas.
much JP's here. And of course, the Granger with the Rhapsody not hitting anyone actually. But Aura
There-
puts up the shields once again.
There's no target on both of the teams, but Reflesha will be the one falling down, so as Aura. 5-8 is the score, and this is it. A one-on-one with
no.
a great one. You don't go one-on-one with a Masha player. 9-5 Geo Esports coming back from this game.
Kill VJ. Know that he will win the fight against the Masha, but what he forgot was the turtle buff. It was available in Libra that gave them the extra damage against the Thams. The Thams couldn't survive even through the Cotret Inferno. My goodness.
Besides the turtle damage, you do have the high and dry on this Masha. Plus, of course, the lead in terms of items. So, man, what a clutch play coming in from Geo Esports.
Leading by 6,000. Yeah, they are doing it perfectly well. We mentioned about their early game, and it's really coming into fruition for Geo Esports. It's going to be up to them on how they will capitalize with this lead, but I'm pretty confident that they will be going up against Sunsparks in their faces for the next few minutes.
As we are now looking in the items. Immortality, of course, for the Lolita. Ice Queen wand from Chango and the glowing wand as well. Both of these core heroes having having a huge amount of slows, and of course the extra proc from the magic penetration. Here we go. They do want Mr. Reflesher right here. That is the glorious battery. As we've said,
My goodness.
a bowling out, a free bowling alley for Horus to land all of those meteor showers. 5-11 Geo Esports knocking at the doors.
And
This
they
is
will-
Brazil, man. Welcome to Brazil.
Welcome to Brazil. Now, Sunsparks, how can they defend against an angry sieging line of Geo Esports from long distance? They are able to take out the Thams this time. And the siege potential from Geo Esports is just way too much. They're overwhelming Sunsparks at this point, and there's nothing that they can do. Sunsparks, they need more time. But Geo Esports, they will not let that happen. They're knocking now towards the Lord area.
Here we go, Geo Esports. Nick Fury is not here, but the shield is their main weapon.
Libra, look at how fast the Turbo Masha once again taking out objective, and now the Hylas is down. There is going to be a good, actually a Grok block from Geo Esports, but they will not push through as the bottom lane is now compromised.
That is-
Sunsparks, this is a 4 versus 5.
That is the Duran string, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Team Geo Esports, they do want to finish this. Man, Aura with a huge amount of burst. And that is a
Oh.
mega kill coming in from Horus. 4 heroes falling down for Sunsparks. This is Geo Esports, and game 1 was probably their download game. We have ourselves a series, ladies and gentlemen.
We're going to game number 3 as Geo Esports tied things up. Sunsparks, they don't have that much damage in the early game. For sure, they don't have the integrity of their team fight is quite low.
Yep.
And Geo Esports took advantage of that. The Lilia pick really facilitated for a good Chango as well as the Masha, and Geo Esports. They're looking confident right now.
That is the power of the Lilia. You don't even need her ultimate to threat your opponent with your damage.
Oh,
But for me, man, it was Aura who carried this
oh
game.
definitely.
Clutch shields and clutch Numinum Blast.
Always
2, 3, 10, always there at the right place at the right time.
Always making sure that put up the shield only when Renzo puts up the Rhapsody or the Death Sonata. And we saw how well Aura actually landed with the Numinum Blasts.
Yeah.
Because if you think about it, outside of the Kaja, there is no instant initiate coming out from Sunsparks. And I think that overall, this team, Sunsparks team, struggles when they don't have that instant initiate.
Yeah.
They really want those Kufras, those Akais, any hero that can initiate so quickly.
As we are now seeing in the first replay, that was part 1 of this Aura shield right here. 2 minutes into the game, neglecting the Death Sonata damage and man, forcing Sunsparks in team fights that they don't want.
Yeah.
And like this one, for example, they're setting up for that that Mother Shocker.
Yeah.
And this was indeed the key point and the pivotal point in the game.
But you have to look at Chango at this specific moment. I hate to cut you, man, Jane,
it's alright, it's alright.
This positioning coming from Chango is just a masterpiece.
Masterpiece.
There's no one from the side of Sunsparks to be able to reach that
The Chango.
Chango. And you have to take note, the Chango was very good in positioning, but you have to commend the tanks.
Yes.
Without the tanks, the Chango will not have a free game.
That is clearly the cover fire right there.
Cover fire indeed.
4-7 here at 7 minutes.
Look at Aura,
Look
man.
at Aura, man. Forcing the chase for Team Sunsparks. And like what you've said, they don't have any crowd controls for the side of Sunsparks. And that was indeed the Team Geo Esports taking advantage of that, going in, diving in, baiting all the skills, and June using the black shoes to get away.
Of course, the push is just wait for let's look at this. Wall charge to initiate, and they dive together as a team. This is a complete opposite of what they did earlier, where they went in one by one. The proverbial one-by-one audition, right? Against their opponents. This time, they moved in as a unit. And I was talking about this siege type of composition where you have the Masha as well as the Chango, where you don't necessarily split push. You put in the Masha with your Chango, the Meteor Shower in there to protect your Masha, while the Masha is freely hitting on the turrets.
Of course.
It's the best siege mechanics, just literally cover fire.
Cover fire indeed. Of course, if you are a player, you definitely want to burst down the Masha. But again, with the damage coming in the Meteor Shower, you will choose not to.
Yeah,
you will choose not to.
You don't... because you can't choose, right?
Yeah.
You have to pick
you have
no choice.
You have no choice.
You have no choice against your opponents.
Yeah, you have no choice.
Well, unfortunately for Sunsparks, they will have to drop game number 2. And I like what you said, Geo Esports, maybe that was just the download game.
That is it.
Maybe game 1 was just download game.
Yeah.
Maybe Geo Esports, they're just warming up.
That's just the warm-up, man.
The warm-up, man.
Came in from the west.
Yeah, they came from Brazil.
East.
And Sunsparks, let's see what they have in the table come next game. Will they ban out the Lilia? Or maybe they will let go of the Kufra.
I think they need the Kufra.
Definitely.
Yeah, they definitely need the Kufra. They need
those
stunts.
instant initiations.
Yeah, they need
right?
stunts and initiations.
That is what made Sunsparks rise to the occasion.
Yes.
They're good initiators from Fuzaken and Raflesha. If you don't have those like initiators, the ones who go in, set up the fight.
Basically, in basketball, those point guards.
The point guards. If you don't have your point guards,
you don't have the point guards.
You cannot
set up for any play.
Exactly.
Right there. First point for the side of Geo Esports.
Oh, definitely.
This is looking dangerous for Team Philippines.
Oh yeah, I like
right
what I'm
now.
seeing from Geo
I like
Esports.
what I'm seeing as well. Of course, for you guys to catch every battle and stream like Cray, get unlimited data for all apps with Jiller Unlimited GX30 only with U Mobile.
Of course, we would like to thank our official sponsors
as well.
U Mobile, YouTube Gaming, and Moonton.
Here we go, man. Quite a game.
Yeah.
Quite a bloodbath. I do want to see more ML right now. I do feel that in this game number 3, we are going to have a 15-minute game. More than 15-minute game.
You're saying that we're going to have a very close match.
A very close match. It's like an even playing field. It all depends in the draft.
You know,
and it all depends in the first 2 minutes of the game.
Yeah.
JP,
yeah,
he died in the first few minutes. And like what we've said, Same goes with Lilia. If you shut down the Gusion or the Lilia in the first 2 minutes, that is clearly a win in your lane. That is clearly a
victory already.
a victory in a dead lane for whoever the mid laner is.
You know what, Manjin? You mentioned about this being a 15-minute game. While I want to see that, I think that we will not be seeing a 15-minute game. Why? Because I think the nature of Geo Esports is a very early game oriented. They don't want to reach the 15-minute mark. You remember in their game 1 draft, they also wanted to go for the early game.
Yes.
They went for the Kimi and the Grok. It did not work.
You're right.
They were not working as a unit. Game number 2, they drafted sort of the same thing without the Kimi, but this time Chango and Masha.
You're right.
The tempo of the game was quite fast, and that is what they wanted to do.
You're definitely right. You're definitely right. Let's see if we can see that, because we are now at game number 3. Sunsparks will eliminate the Grok, and of course Geo Esports eliminating the X-Borg. So Hylos, Kufra, and
Your
Cho
team is
is
banning.
up for the taking. For both of these teams, they will ban out the Harriet. This is clearly a respect ban for Team Geo. Esmeralda as well is open.
Yeah, I think that Sunsparks will give away Hylos and Kufra, maybe ban out the Chang'o this time, or maybe a Cho, or actually they might ban out the Lolita.
Yeah, they need to ban the Lolita, but in the second phase of the game.
Yeah, second
phase ban.
So Hylos is a hero that they can definitely use. I think they also ban out the Masha.
Oh,
They would ban out the Kufra once
Your
again. This is
team
interesting.
picking.
very interesting right here.
I don't understand why.
Probably this is a setup again for
Maybe.
an Esmeralda. Let's see. What is the opening for Team Geo? They have the Hylos. They can play with the Chang'o.
Yeah, Hylos should be the
Okay,
first pick
there you
here.
go. There you go.
Your
For Geo
team is
Esports.
picking.
The answer now is, will they go for the Lolita this time or the Kaja? But Akai, I think, is also an important
Important pick.
pick for Sunsparks to go with the Masha. Masha is also a deny pick. I think we also see a lot of Sunsparks plays with the Masha. They will consider the Kaja, however.
Okay. I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it now. They will go for the Claude.
Kaja.
Team Sunsparks.
Team Sunsparks
team
wants
This
to
is
go
the
for the
J.
Claude.
Yeah, this is the JP Claude.
Okay, now Geo
JP
Esports-
Claude or Granger, I don't know. But again, Geo Esports, like what you said, they can pick the Chango again.
Yeah, Chango to go with the Hylos. Makes a lot of sense. They can also consider getting their Thams.
Yep.
You saw that? Okay.
Like
Thams
like that, yeah,
Esmeralda.
okay. Okay.
Your team is picking.
Okay.
So it's Thams Esmeralda. Thams will counteract the Masha.
Masha.
And then Geo Esports, this is a smart move. They don't reveal their secondary tank.
They will reveal
Your team
reveal
is
their
banning.
core. It's either KLBJ or the JP Kimi right here. But I do like the opening for Team Geo. They're forcing out Sunsparks in this draft.
Lunox
That
banner.
is
Your
a
team
good
is
ban
banning.
for Team Geo right here. So what Sunsparks need is a burst hero, or probably a hero that can match up the tempo of the Kimi push
Yeah.
and the Masha push.
So this is either a Baksha or a Lolita ban by Sunsparks, or maybe they can ban out the maybe Baksha and then get the Lolita,
Yeah,
or
for themselves.
vice versa.
Yeah.
But Sunsparks, I also think that they can go for a Lilia pick themselves. Like you said, Lolita is
Lolita.
gonna
Your
be
team
banned.
is
So
picking.
this could mean Chang'o or Lilia for Sunsparks.
Yeah, let's see.
Or Baksha.
Or
like I said.
Baksha,
Like we said.
probably.
Yeah, we don't know.
They're
And
not going for
well,
the Claude.
Akai is also a choice for Sunsparks, by the way. They play it perfectly well. They play it with the Kimi many times.
And it counters the Glorious Pathway. So I was mistaken. They're not
Akai.
going for the Claude. That is
Your
definitely
team
the
is
Kimi
picking.
composition right here for Sunsparks. Team Geo,
Diggy.
quick
Chango.
picks right here.
Yeah, they
Very
don't-
confident.
They don't
is
want to give the
picking.
Chango. This is
Yeah.
perfect for Sunsparks. It would have been perfect for Sunsparks. Now, what will be your
Okay.
hero, Sunsparks? So, Gushin is a choice for sure, but
Granger.
no way. Are they going to go for the double marksman? This is such a classic, if ever.
Yeah,
You know what?
they need to go for a mage, I think.
Okay.
Okay, it will be definitely be a marksman.
So,
Okay.
the double marksman composition you play the Kimi as your pusher, and we kind of play her as a mage in a way. But more importantly, you play the Kimi as the objective taker this time. So it's gonna be either a mage killer or a mystery shop.
Yep.
And then she will focus on getting magic items instead and go for the magic damage, and then rely on your Granger to finish the game. Sunsparks, I don't suggest this at all.
Yeah, me too. Me too. Team GU clearly had this draft due to the fact they picked the Chango and the Diggy. The Diggy clearly counters that Divine Judgment and of course the Akai Hurricane Dance whenever they do layer it with the Glorious Pathway.
Oof.
This is looking bad for Team Philippines right now, but Team GU really looking strong. It's all up to the early game right here for Akel BJ. He's known with his Kimmy, especially with the outplays.
Oh yeah.
So let's see, man. What a series we're having right now.
You know what, Sunsparks, they will show this double marksman strategy, but actually it's not quote-unquote a double marksman because you only played Kimi plus another marksman, right? So what you do here, this is like a throwback to last year's or maybe earlier this year's meta in MPL in the Philippines. Particularly the double marksman strategy where you have the Kimi as the pusher with the mage killer, and it will indeed be the case. Before that, let's introduce our players. It's going to be GO Esports on the blue side with Was on this Hylos, Libra on this Thams, June on this Esmeralda, sorry, Homies on this Chango, and Aura on the Diggy.
Here you go, Renjo will be using the Smash Fuziken as the Akai, JP on this Granger, Reflesha on this Kaja, and like what you said, the Mage Killer on KLBJ. KLBJ will be going in the mid lane. I do feel that Sunsparks won't go for any type of clash. They clearly have the split push advantage here because of the Masha and the Kimi. So let's see, because they are playing it very safe as they will get their own jungle. Look at this.
Yeah.
3 heroes from each teams having that first wooden mask.
I'm really concerned about how Sunsparks will approach this, right? Because what really will happen is that if they fail their pushes in the early game, they're gonna be left in the mid game with a Kimi and a Granger.
Yeah. And
without enough farm.
Yep.
And they can be run over by the Chango and the Esmeralda.
And they lack damage. And
they definitely
damage.
lack the damage
and
sustainability.
They need to move right now. That is the flicker from the Kaja. This is quite an early push from Team Sunsparks. There you go. That is the first tower of the game. They're opening up the jungle side there in the bottom lane. There is a rotation coming in from GO Esports, but Sunsparks will just use the recall and back away, immediately getting the crab coin.
Wow.
And wow, quite a spider sense right there.
Spider sense is tingling for KLBJ.
Yeah.
Fuziken is here. They know. Look at this.
They know
exactly that you're there. You can't hide from me, says JP.
I've seen the future.
I've seen the future.
Here we go. This is quite a safe rotation from the Skimmy. Unfortunately for Sunsparks, the turtle landed in the top lane, spawned in the top lane. So Team GO Esports can clearly set this up. Chango and Diggy just still farming in the bottom lane, hoping to get their ultimates up. We are now having the first turtle dance of this game. There you go.
Oh, there is a very nice dodge, but of course the first time is their mashup from the left side, threatening GO Esports. So this is happening. The Chango farms down the bottom lane, and Sunsparks, it's gonna be important for them to secure the following objective.
Yes.
Because you know what? Even when they already took down a turret, there's still no lead in terms of gold. It's just 100 gold, and that's actually nothing.
Yeah, they don't have any assassins here. They don't have anyone to deal with all the Sanki heroes coming in from GO Esports. That is the Glorious Pathway layered up with the meteor shower. That is the first blood onto the Diggy. But again, the Chango will get that turtle sake. Here we go. More clashes still. Oh my, KLBJ, he is trapped, but he will land all these bullets for the side of Sunsparks.
Oh no, JP with the flicker.
Coming in from Sunsparks. That is the reverse time. 3 heroes are falling down for the side of GO Esports. 4-1 in favor of the Philippine team.
And now this is the lead. We will see the highlights of the instant replay brought to you by U Mobile. A very good glorious pathway, but even better, this usage of the ultimate from the Akai. It's not about pinning down your opponent, it's not about making chaos. And look at KLVJ with a nice find on the Hylos, nice positioning. And they do have the Divine Judgment as well. The flicker play from JP to secure the kills. Amazing team fight from Sunsparks.
Amazing Hurricane dance, like what you said, for Fuzaken, separating Geo Esports because they do want to group up inside that glorious pathway.
Yeah. Then again, Geo Esports, they're still evening up in terms of the economy.
You're right.
This is what is scary about Sunsparks. They want to control the early game, but they are able to take down the turret, but they're not making their lead.
Yes.
And now Renjo going to be trapped in a very hard spot. Does have the movement speed, will dodge the falling Star Moon and get away from the angry members of Geo Esports.
Team Geo, they're now forcing team fights because they know no one can contest the sustain of their 4 heroes. You have the Stars from this Digi to zone out the minions. You have the lifesteal from the Tams, but Sunsparks with a clutch pick-off right there to open up the 17 seconds spawn coming in from this turtle.
So slowly Geo Esports are also making their real estate or taking their own share of the real estate of the map. As you can see already, they are the ones who were able to take 2 turrets, while Sunsparks already only taking 1. And now Libra against Renzo. This is completely a totally different clash from the previous game.
Yeah.
Where it was Libra to take the Thams.
But again,
But
again, because of the wild power, Renjo will just run away from that Thams. And right now, we have ourselves an even playing field. Oh my! 1 by 1, that is killing spree from Fuzaken. Will Geo Esports force a fight? June hitting nothing but germs right here. Sunsparks, another good pickoff.
Very good pick off from Sunsparks, not punished. I think that what you need to do right now is, you get a pick off, but you have to take another objective. Fuzaken actually jumps, but will be pulled by the reverse time. This time, of course, KLVJ with the turtle take. Who's gonna take this? It's gonna be the Granger.
It's gonna be Granger.
To get the turtle this time, securing more goal for Sunsparks. Very nice ultimate, but the time's journey will be there. Meteor Shower committed as well with the glorious pathway. Fuzaken, will he fall? Yes, he will.
He will. That is clearly a shutdown. Ara is falling low. KLVJ, does he have the rocket?
No,
he will not use it. 3-6. Geo Esports, they do want to come back, but Was overstaying in the mid lane.
Okay. It was actually really surprising. Now they find a Chango, then they have the Rhapsody. Double kill from coast to coast. Sunsparks gets the kill on the mid lane and the top lane.
It's about the pickoffs right now for Team Philippines. Geo Esports, they need to be very careful. They do want this 5-on-5 wombo combo kind of play style, but Sunsparks, like we've said in the previous draft, they won't force it. They will just go for picks and they will go for split like this.
Oh yeah. This time Renzo is feeling it. He knows he does have a little bit of advantage over his opponent in terms of man fighting, and he wants to force the Contract Inferno. However, Libra just stayed under the turret, disciplined enough. Now, of course, Death Sonata
layered in with the rocket.
Oh my goodness. Long range attacks, long range siege.
Long range siege.
The artillery.
The artillery is real. We're playing FPS right now.
Sunspark says, this is war.
This
and we have the ammunition. Look at the damage they have with the turrets. Just a little bit of bullets in there is enough. Auto Inferno already burned. And there is another follow-up. Sunsparks. Again, JP.
Again, man, time and time again. They're picking off one for from Geo Esports. Just like what DJ Khaled said.
Another one.
Another one.
Top
8
lane
minutes
though.
in, man. We're not even seeing any form of 5-on-5s.
Now, on top, you have to take note, Esmeralda's applying some pressure on the turret. But Sunspark says, no, we don't want to take the turret this time.
Just baiting out skills.
Turtle, I mean.
We need Turtle. Okay, another last hit for the Kai. And man, another one. Hylos falling down.
Geo Esports, they're reverting back to their Game 1 performance where they are so separated around the map. They have to take note, they have the Esmeralda and Chango. This is such a very big lineup in terms of taking the team fights at early game, but this time, Sunsparks, they have achieved their early game goal.
Yeah, but Sunsparks right now, with the lead that they have and the power spikes, of course, with the items, where Flesha even getting this concentrated energy. If ever you are Geo Esports and you have this melee composition in you, if you dive as an Esmeralda and if you like chase Sunsparks, before you even get near to them, there's a lot of chunk of damage
already dealt
to you.
Exactly.
Like this, look at Aura. Look at this chick. That's a rocket, and he will miss.
Not just the
There
rocket.
you go!
What a flicker blade that says Esmeralda down already. Sunsparks with a pick up, and they're not done. They found a Chango as well. 2 of the cores and the turret as well. The tempo from Sunsparks is just way too good. Glorious Pathway gonna be paving the way for Geo Esports to bounce back or retreat as well. But Libra finally wins the 1v1 fight up top.
And another one. And another one.
It's all
about
the pickups. And kill
For
BJ.
Sunsparks.
This double marksman strategy.
Oh my.
This-
Open fire for Sunsparks. Kill BJ and JP.
They're firing at will this time. Sunsparks, they said to Geo Esports, this is war and we are winning it. We have the better ammunition, we have the better artillery.
Yes.
And you cannot survive this bombardment from Sunsparks.
Oh my, look at this. 2 marksmen chasing a fighter right here. The homies will answer with his own meteor shower. But you're not using guns. You're not using guns.
It's all about the stars.
It's all about the stars. It's
for
all
Geo
about the
Esports.
guns.
But then again,
Sunsparks.
fantasy will not help Geo Esports win this war against Sunsparks. While that happened, Masha, the guerrilla tactic from this Masha, able to take the Lord.
Okay, here we go once again.
Oh,
That
look
is
at this.
Hurricane Dance. He will pop in the ultimate
Diggy.
of the Diggy to cancel it out, but the damage is just too huge for Sunsparks. You even have the Ice Queen wand from Kill BJ to slow out enemies. 4 to 15. They do have the Lord right now, and they're knocking at the doors of Team Geo
Oh, top lane,
Esports.
Masha able to take out the turret. This time, another flicker blade from Reflection. Doesn't matter if it's Hylas, they take him down. The Revitalist is not going to be enough. Look at this. JP with the Death Sonata against the Esmeralda gets the double kill. Can they get more? Yes, the tap is there.
They do
JP
one
with
more.
another play. Triple kill for this guy.
Oh
and they're not
my.
on time's journey.
Oh
it's not going to
my.
be enough. Oh, look at this. The maniac. JP. The winning
What a
play.
game!
We mentioned earlier that all he needed was that meditation.
The meditation, the Zen
Reflection wants
mastery.
to kiss him this time.
Oh my, Sunsparks
You're gonna have to give 90% of your prize pool
to JP. Mr. Leather Goods, coach.
Oh my
But
goodness.
again, man, we were mistaken. We've said that Geo Esports had a better draft. They can pull off this early game aggressiveness due to the fact that they have Esmeralda, they have homies, but Sunsparks pulling off a very uncanny Kimi rotation right here. 3-0-13 for KLBJ, and we've seen lots of pickoffs here.
Yeah,
a lot of pickoffs.
You know what? You mentioned that Geo Esports had the better draft. I would say they had a better early game, but they did not play according to their draft. They were far too separated from one another. And Sunsparks just played too good this time. They used the siege potential that they have. There was a time where they were evening up in terms of the gold, but this is the clash where the control of the game tipped in favor of Sunsparks. Also, you have to take note, the Granger is the one who you should be looking at in this specific clash because he was able to land 2 kills. And more importantly, that is Bounty Hunter that was available for the Granger. So it allowed JP to actually snowball in this game.
And he's using it for initiation every time the Death Sonata
The coast-to-coast
bullets, the
kills.
coast-to-coast kills. Every time it lands, man, you need to give it also to the Kaja.
Oh, the Fuzdaken with the Kaja is just way too amazing this time.
It's Reflesha. It's Reflesha with the Kaja.
Oh yeah, Reflesha. Yeah.
Oh, yes.
And Fuzaken with this place.
Well, all of these surprise divine judgments like
Exactly,
this,
like
the last one with the flicker of that wrist.
Look at JP.
Look, and JP manning up to 4. Very confident right there.
Rondo against the wall. And of course, the crits are real. The Maniac to be secured. The maximum distance of the Rhapsody, just the tip was all he needed.
Yes. Securing 4 points.
He needed.
Groups.
Is JP. JP says, I can dodge. I can dodge many skill shots. I can dodge your kiss.
Man.
Wow, that was
Sunsparks,
amazing.
man. Okay, the Zen mastery and of course the chemistry coming in from this team. What a game, man.
What a game.
What
we
a
have
game,
an
man.
interview coming up. I'm excited to hear more about this, so please take it away.
Hey guys, it's Getting Q here at the interview site once again with Revelation once more off of a great win. I just gotta ask. I think everyone is kind of questioning what happened in Game 2. Like, what happened there?
The draft of the Geo gave us a lot of pressure, especially Chang'e and Lilia. They can push while defending their teammates.
I mean, that's some great insight so far, but it looks like you guys have almost pretty much secured your spot into the playoffs here. So I have to ask, like, who's the biggest competitor that you're looking to, like, completely knock out of the tournament this time around?
In the bracket or the whole playoffs?
Just in playoffs in general.
Okay, I think it will be Onic PH.
Oh, so you guys just kind of want to knock them out, one more time to kind of prove to everybody else that, y'all the better team, right?
Yeah, because they always give us a hard time, especially when in tournaments. They can really compete with us.
Absolutely love the confidence. Now, just some final words. What do you have to say to all the fans back in the Philippines? To give them something.
I'll speak in Tagalog.
No worries.
Yeah. Sa lahat na nanonood, thank you sa pag-suporta sa Sunsparks. At saka suportahan nyo rin bukas yung Onic. Pinoy tayo, Pinas lang malakas. Shoutout sa family ko, sa girlfriend ko si Rizzy, tsaka kay boss Bren.
Dude, great words. Thank you, Reflection, for the interview. We're going to throw it back to the caster's desk.
Thank you so much, Gideon, and of course, Reflesha. Do you want us to translate that?
Translate it. What did he say?
You want me to translate what, what he said? Good luck to all of the teams.
Exactly.
Good luck to all
He said a lot of words, but all it meant was good luck to all
of
the teams. Exactly.
Oh my. We're not biased here, guys. We're supporting each team and we respect each team.
Yeah.
So, man, like what you've said, they were clearly outdrafted in game number 2. So
Exactly.
this means that Geo Esports, they can still take more points.
Oh, definitely.
In this group.
Good thing that you asked that. And good thing that you mentioned that, because I think that Geo Esports, they have a lot of potential in them.
Yes,
you
they
saw
do
that in game number 2. In game number 3, they just have to be true to their draft. It's amazing.
And it proves Moon wrong, because Geo Esports, they don't just play football.
Yeah.
They play ML.
They